Will Smith just apologized for slapping Chris Rock, and as far as YouTuber apology videos go, this might be the best one.
Chris, I apologize to you.
What's up, my lovely people? How are you doing? Today I don't feel like talking about anything serious, so let's talk about Will Smith's apology. Now, if you have been living under a rock while you were over there, Will Smith slapped another rock called Chris. Oh, wow! And that slap was heard and felt all over the world. Some people are saying that the slap was harder than Drake's new album, but I don't agree. Wow! And now Will Smith has just done a classic YouTuber apology video that we didn't expect to see. And we know Will Smith has been a YouTuber for a while now, but we still saw him as this celebrity guy. But after this YouTuber apology video, now he's one of us. He's a real YouTuber. Because as a YouTuber, if you stay long enough on this platform, at some point you face the firing squad of the public and you have to apologize after they have shot you dead.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
And then after you have apologized, they will shoot you dead again because nobody will believe that you are sincere. Like it's a game you cannot win. Will Smith's apology video is one of the few ones where he actually apologized. Because you know how YouTubers do apology videos? They apologize without really apologizing. All right. I don't even know how to start. A lot has been going on the past few weeks. I know you guys have seen the videos, I've seen your comments, I've seen what you guys are saying, and I would just like to say that I am sincerely sorry for my actions. Now, I will like to say that even though the video shows me shooting and killing that man and strangling his cat to death, it doesn't really paint the full picture. The video was edited to show one side of the story, and I've not really gotten a chance to say my side of the story. And you know, as a social media influencer with the easiest jobs in the world, is very hard, you know, with all the comments and hate comments and people coming at you and calling me a murderer because I am. Nevertheless, I still take full accountability for the dead man, and I'd like to send condolences to the wife of his cat, Madam Whiskers. I would like to say that I will be taking some time off YouTube to go and work on myself. And also, this video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. There's always some bullshit excuse they give for doing the thing they did. By the way, all that stuff I said does not apply to me. If I apologize for something in the future, please know that I'm being sincere. I feel like this video will come and bite me in the ass one day. But Will Smith managed to be sincere in his apology video, or should I say to look sincere, because you never know, you never know.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy.
I'm sure Chris Rock was also fogged out after Will Smith slapped him at the Oscars. He was probably seeing stars, but not the ones in the room.
Okay.
I've reached out to Chris. He's not ready to talk.
Listen, Will Smith people need to work hard for that conversation to happen. If it happens, Will Smith and Chris Rock, 10 million views in a day, straight.
I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened.
Well, you slap the guy in the face looks very simple to me. Everybody saw what happened. Spending 3 months to meditate on the fact that you slapped the guy in the face is a bit much, don't you think? But it makes sense because Will Smith is a big star and every single thing he does has to turn into a research paper. Like if I slap the guy in the face or he slapped me in the face, whatever happened will happen, and then in the next day everything will be done. But it's Will Smith, so everything he does is elevated in everybody's eyes and also in his eyes because he probably has bought into the persona of I'm a big superstar, so every little thing I do has to have a huge reason behind it. And if you read Will Smith's book, the first chapter is fear. And the first line is, I've always thought of myself as a coward, afraid of being seen as weak. And he tells this whole story about how he saw his father beating his mother and he felt like a coward because he couldn't do anything. And all his life he has been trying to hide the coward. So maybe when somebody made a joke about his wife, that moment came back to him and he went and slapped the guy in the face.
I'm not gonna try to unpack all of that right now.
But the book came out before he slapped the guy. So it means you have already gone through this whole thing in your mind. You understand the reason why you do the things you do. So it shouldn't take him 3 months to figure out the complexity of why he felt like defending his wife and beating another guy when it's all right there in the first chapter of the book.
But I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment.
And that part is for everybody who was defending Will Smith on social media, saying that yes, they should have made jokes about his wife, and so it's good that he slapped him. All these women who all of a sudden became pro-physical violence, and all these black American professors and journalists and things who all of a sudden they became pro-black on black crime.
There's no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way to handle a feeling of disrespect or insults.
All of you who thought it was right for Will Smith to slap a guy because of a harmless joke, Will Smith himself disagrees with you. You know what's really funny to me about this whole thing? Nobody gave a fuck about alopecia before. As soon as this thing happened, 90% of the women on Twitter became global ambassadors for alopecia awareness. I didn't even know what alopecia was before. I thought it was a fruit or like a black American girl's name, Keisha, LaQuisha, alopecia. Like alopecia could be Jada's middle name and it will fit.
Now at this point, I can only laugh.
And the reason why so many people cared about alopecia at the time is because it was the most popular thing at the time, and also because Jada is a celebrity. And so if she's suffering from something, then it has to be the biggest thing in the world. When I first saw the tweets about the alopecia, I was like, fuck, is Jada dying? And then I checked and saw that it was her hair follicles that were dying. And the problem is people elevated it so much on Twitter that when people found out what it was, they didn't give a fuck anymore, because they were like, wait, what? She's losing hair? Like, who gives a fuck? She's rich.
After Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. It's like, I made a choice on my own, from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it.
That's true. I didn't really agree with the way people were blaming Jada for the thing, because even if Jada told him to go and slap Chris Rock, he's still responsible for the action of getting up to slap Chris Rock. So it wasn't right for people to blame Jada for what happened that night. And this is why I say, but we cannot act as if Jada is not responsible for everything that led up to that night.
I'm still dealing with foolishness.
No.
The first time Will Smith decided to venture into YouTube and social media, it was the greatest thing ever. He was having fun. He was just traveling around the world, showing his life. Everybody was loving him. And then as soon as Jada began talking about him on social media, everything just went to shit.
My social media presence is my bread and butter, okay?
That Red Table Talk show has been the cause of this man's downfall. Like, this woman...
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes.
On top of that, always talking about her relationship with Park and the poetry she wrote him when they were kids or whatever that thing was. And then the daughter writing a message to Park to come back from the dead because mommy misses you. All of a sudden, the guy we all looked up to was the guy that we were all making fun of.
I'm sorry, babe.
And shout out to Chris Rock for taking one for the team, because that slap was meant for all of us. He was representing the whole internet on that stage that day. Red Table Talk is the source of all Will Smith family's problems. Some of the things that have been said on that show was just crazy.
Also told you that
it wasn't going to be enjoyable.
It is not going to be fun.
I think that myth is, that's not okay. Yeah. I don't think that you should tell someone it's gonna be hurtful. Right. It might not. That's a very patriarchal thing to propagate.
Okay, I don't know. I thought there was a biological reason why the first sex for a girl is painful. But ladies, I want to hear your experience in the comments below of how the patriarchy hurt you while you were taking your first dick. One of the funniest moments is when they had August Alsina on the show, and then Jada confessed to having a sex addiction, and then she said this.
When I was young, I definitely think I had a sex addiction of some kind. Yes, that everything could be fixed by sex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
She's like, yeah, I felt everything could be fixed by sex. And August was like,
Yes, I know what you're saying, baby. Don't go too further.
Which means that while they were in the entanglement, oh Lord, they were fucking non-stop. I'm sure Jada drained so much liquid from August that his balls were drier than the summer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, it's enough for those people.
What would you say to the people who looked up to you before the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down? Disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate when I let people down.
What he should have said over there was that we have to stop looking up to celebrities. They live a different life and they're human. They're flawed, just like us. I looked up to Will Smith at some point. I've watched almost all his movies and I'm still a big fan right now. I bought one of these 32-in-1 CDs that they used to sell. Did I just admit to buying a pirated CD of Will Smith's movies? I guess I have to apologize. I would like to apologize to everybody, especially the Smith family, for buying pirated CDs. I was broke and I was young and dumb, and you know, the society really gets to you and makes you feel like these things are right, but they are not right, and I take accountability. And to rectify the situation, the $1 I make from this video will go to the Smith family to help and fix all the financial loss I've caused to them over the years. All right, I've apologized. When I watched Hitch, I watched this like Will Smith was teaching me how to talk to girls. I watched it like 5 times, but that movie is so hilarious. One of the best Will Smith movies ever.
Basic principles. No matter what, no matter when, no matter who, any man has a chance to sweep any woman off her feet. Just needs the right broom.
So personally, it really hurts me when I saw the way things were going for Will Smith, because he was a god to me at some point. But it shouldn't be the case. He's a man. Whatever he's dealing with, most of us are dealing with in different ways in our lives. Yes, he has lots of money and he's very famous, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean your troubles just go away.
I'm trying not to think of myself as a piece of shit.
There are so many people on social media saying, I'm so disappointed in Will Smith. I can't believe it. This, bro, some of you are disappointments to your parents. Like, it's okay to be disappointed in him. Disappointment is a normal human feeling, but you can't take it that serious. And there's still some people right now saying, the apology is fake. I can never ever forgive him for what he did. We should never forgive him. Like, bro, you are just as flawed as Will Smith. We just don't know who you are. I'll never ever forgive Will Smith. We don't give a fuck. Who do you think you are? Jesus Christ? We don't care. I still won't ask you to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I will ask you to leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the video, whether I think it's good or I think it's trash. Let me know in the comments below. Also share the video, share my videos. Thank you. What do you guys think about the Will Smith situation? What do you think about the apology? Honestly, I think the apology slaps. Just like him. Wow. I'll see you guys soon in another video.